What's up, everybody? Josh Bennett with Money Masters here. Today, we're having some interesting stuff going on in the markets. So, for those of you who haven't been paying attention, basically, Gamestop, AMC Theaters, Naked Holding Group, and a couple other stocks have been getting pumped up lately by a Reddit group called Wallstreetbets. So, what we're seeing is basically this big push and sort of democratization against big boys like hedge funds and things like out there, trying to force short sellers like hedge funds to ultimately sell their shares at massive losses, sort of kind of bring in power back to the people when it comes to investments. However, what we're seeing happening is now sort of the repercussions of these actions. And basically, a lot of companies have recently halted trading on these specific shares, including the company that was, their whole branding is around the democratization of trading, which is Robinhood. So Robinhood built their whole platform appeasing investors that wanted free trades, wanted a great UI, wanted the democratization of Wall Street. Well, let's see what happens when something like a situation happens where you see democratization in action. Ultimately Robinhood folded, and I'm going to tell you exactly why Robinhood folded, and this could end up being the death of Robinhood because of this one decision. So basically what happened is Robinhood has come out and said they are halting trading on these companies that are getting propped up by Wallstreetbets, including GameStop, Naked Holdings, Nokia, BlackBerry, AMC, and more. So these were the companies that were getting propped up, but now what's happening is they're basically forcing this decision of not allowing investors to buy more shares, either through restriction of only allowing 100% holdings or limiting options, like not even giving you the chance to get options, etc. So basically restricting what you can do. And what that's done is allowed kind of hedge funds to basically now control the market and sellers to now control the market, essentially forcing what was ginormous gains back down. And so obviously this is, pissing off a lot of powers that be that, Robinhood is taking this away from the people. But one of the things, though, you gotta look at is, there's a reason Robinhood is free. So Robinhood is an app that is free trading for, retail investors. Well, if you kind of look back through history, the reason we got to this point is retail investors had sort of pushed and compressed prices down in the trading through broker dealers like Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, all these different companies. These commission trades were getting pressed down more and more so because people wanted lower cost trades because they wanted to trade more, which, I fundamentally disagree with, just because I think you should buy and invest in good companies for the long term. But ultimately, this is what people wanted. They wanted to sort of gamble in the markets. They wanted to trade in the markets. This led to the rise of Robinhood, where Robinhood came out and was like, you know what? We're going to provide free trades. And then, Schwab, TD were soon to follow. But the free trades, you can't have a startup that's worth billions of dollars if their main product is trading and they're not making any money off of their consumer. That money's got to come from somewhere. And if it's not you as the retail investor, think, where's that money coming from? Well, if you look at Robinhood's website, they tell you right then and there. And this was before they recently added stock loans, cash management, and things like that. But their main bread and butter from how they started free from the beginning was, basically providing liquidity to market makers and trading venues. Well, let's think about that. Who are the market makers and trading venues? That's, a lot of hedge funds and people that the users of Robinhood are, essentially pissing off right now, are in the market making business and trading, or considered trading venues. So this is just a very PC way of saying, we get our money from hedge funds and the big boys in the industry. So when you look at it, who is Robinhood going to be more apt to bend to? The people that pay their bills or their consumers that aren't paying them? I'm going to lean towards the people that are paying their bills and giving them the value of, keeping the lights on, paying their employees, things like that. So if I'm Robinhood and I get a call overnight that from a pissed off source of my money, I'm going to make some decisions to appease them. I mean, that's just the nature of the game. So, what we're seeing though now is Robinhood is showing their true colors. They're showing their cards, and that they're really not in business for you, the end user. I mean, they may say that, but really they're in business to provide liquidity to hedge funds and market makers, just because that's who's paying them. You're just a means to an end. And this is just my opinion based on the disclosures from Robinhood, but I think that's going to be have a huge impact on their business, especially now that they're kind of showing this. And this is one of those things that please don't sue me, Robinhood, but this all the cards point to this is kind of how you're making your decisions, is where's the money. And that's not unusual for businesses to do, but that's just what we're seeing. So could this be the death of Robinhood now that a lot of these consumers are kind of seeing that they're not maybe as valued by Robinhood as they thought they were? Who knows? We'll kind of see how this plays out, but something to keep in the back of your mind is always follow the money. The money will tell you exactly what these type of decisions and who's going to have influence on these companies. And ultimately the people that are keeping the lights on, those are going to have the most power in the company. So it's one of those things that does this mean that we start to see a rise of commissions again? Who knows? It wouldn't be out of the range of possibility to have true democratization by having the consumer paying for their choices. Who knows? But long story short, could this be the death of Robinhood? I think it possibly could be, or at least cause a big change in Robinhood's business model and kind of what we see going forward. But hopefully you found this video valuable. Make sure you like and subscribe for more videos on financial news and in general to help you keep more money, earn more money, and grow more money. Until next time, cheers.